Police are investigating a person shot in Boston's theater district. Want to give you a live look here at this.
Branden P. Barrett wasn't raised in South Weymouth. That's just where he ended up. The streets that shaped him were in Boston, where struggle was survival, and your name meant everything. He grew up in neighborhoods where tension was thick, opportunities were slim, and every day was a test of loyalty, instinct, and endurance. By 16, he was already deep in it. In 2005, Barrett and another teen rolled up on bikes in broad daylight and shot a 15-year-old boy, not just once, but again as he lay on the pavement. The shooting paralyzed the victim and shocked the city. It wasn't just street beef. It was the kind of brutality that prosecutors don't ignore. Barrett was charged as an adult, convicted, and sentenced to 16 years in prison. 16, the age most kids are thinking about prom. He was headed to prison with grown men. Prison didn't soften him. If anything, it hardened what was already there. By the time he got out, he wasn't the same kid, and the streets weren't any safer. In 2019, 4 years after his release, Barrett was back in Boston and back in trouble. Police caught him in Hyde Park during a heroin sting. Inside his car, they found 2 loaded guns and a stash of heroin packaged for distribution. That led to serious charges: firearm possession, drug trafficking, and being labeled a Level 1 armed career criminal. That label alone meant years in prison if convicted again. But despite the heat, Barrett moved carefully. No Instagram flash, no unnecessary noise, just quiet survival. Then came December 11th, 2022, the night everything caught up. That Sunday evening, the theater district was busy, full of holiday crowds, lights, and tourists. But on Tremont Street, outside the Moxy Hotel, a confrontation erupted. Security cameras caught it. 3 men, voices raised, a flash of a gun. Shots rang out. Someone fired first. Someone fired back. Chaos. People ducked, ran. In the middle of it all was Branden Barrett, hit, bleeding on the sidewalk. First responders got to him fast, but the damage was done. He clung to life for days before dying in the hospital. The medical examiner ruled it a homicide. He was 34. The city reacted fast. Homicide detectives, media reports, surveillance footage, but no arrests followed. Boston PD asked for tips, but silence filled the streets. Some say it was a setup. Others say it was a beef that finally came to a head. The truth? Only the shooters know. What's known is that Branden Barrett didn't die in some back alley. He died in the heart of the city, under bright lights with cameras rolling. Barrett's story is raw. No fairy tale ending, no redemption arc tied with a bow. He was a product of a system that punishes but rarely heals, a man whose past followed him until it caught up. His life wasn't clean, but it was real, full of mistakes, time served, and a constant fight to stay alive in a city that never forgets. To some, he was a menace. To others, he was a survivor trying to make it. Either way, his story is Boston's story, one written in courtrooms, street corners, and now, sadly, on a headstone.
Window panes now boarded up as the search for the suspect continues.
Boom, boom, boom. I thought it was a firecracker.
Tonight, new video showing a shootout in the theater district. 3 men approach each other, one pulls out a gun, and then another person fires at the first, as others run for cover. We aren't showing the moment he gets shot.
So I came on and I see the guy lay there. It was shocked me, and disbelief.
Makes me want to move.
Really?
We'll move from this spot at least.
This all happening at around 9 Sunday night on the busy corner of Stewart and Tremont Streets. The crime scene littered with evidence markers and bullet casings. This Emerson student lives around the corner.
People saw it through Panera Bread. It's such a lively street, too. You would think out of all the streets it would be somewhere quiet.
It's terrifying as a parent. What else is there to say? Just that it's terrifying to know that, so close to where she's living.
The man who was shot is still alive but in critical condition. No suspect has been identified. People who saw this video glad no innocent bystanders got hit.
Anytime you're in the city, you have to be aware of what's going on around you.
Now, police don't have a suspect in this case at this point.